You wake up. The alarm is ringing loudly, but your body feels like it's been hit by a freight train. Your limbs feel stiff, your back aches, and your joints seem to protest every small movement. It's like you didn't rest at all, even though you slept for 8 hours. If this sounds all too familiar, you're not alone. Millions of people wake up every day feeling exactly like this. But why does it happen? Why does your body feel worse in the morning than at any other time? More importantly, what can you do to stop waking up like this? Today, we're diving deep into why morning stiffness happens and what simple, effective steps you can take to wake up feeling refreshed, flexible, and ready to conquer your day, no matter your age. Stick with me because the answers might surprise you, and the fixes are easier than you think. Why do we feel stiff and achy in the morning? The root of morning stiffness boils down to several factors: aging, lifestyle, posture, and even what you do during the night. The key player here is collagen, a vital protein in our bodies that acts like natural lubrication for your joints, tendons, and skin. Imagine collagen as the oil in your car's engine. Without enough of it, everything starts to grind, squeak, and wear down. Collagen declines with age. From your 30s onward, your body's collagen production begins to drop. By the time you're in your 40s and 50s, you're producing significantly less than you did in your youth. Scientific studies show that collagen production decreases roughly 1% every year after 40. By age 50, that's about a 10% loss of this essential joint lubricant. That's why your knees creak when you get up from a chair or your back feels tight when you try to twist. Less collagen means your joints lose their cushioning, leading to stiffness and discomfort, especially after periods of inactivity, like sleeping. Muscle mass shrinks over time, but it's not just collagen. Muscle mass also declines as you age, starting as early as your 30s. On average, adults can lose 3–5% of their muscle mass each decade unless they actively work to maintain it. This loss means your muscles aren't supporting your joints as well as they used to, leaving them vulnerable to stiffness and pain. Imagine trying to keep a tent upright with half the poles missing. That's what happens when muscle support weakens. Years of wear and tear. Our bodies aren't just affected by biology, they're shaped by how we move and live. If you've spent years hunched over a computer, lifting heavy objects incorrectly, or repeatedly performing the same motions, your muscles and connective tissues have adapted. Unfortunately, this often means they tighten and shorten, causing limited mobility and stiffness. Think of it as your muscles and fascia, the connective tissue surrounding them, becoming tight and rigid, just like an old hinge that needs oiling. How your sleeping habits affect morning stiffness. Did you know that how you sleep can dramatically influence how you feel when you wake up? Sleeping positions that misalign your spine, put stress on your joints, or restrict blood flow can leave you feeling like you've been in a wrestling match overnight. The problem with sleeping on your stomach is one of the worst positions for your back and neck. It forces your neck into extreme rotation for hours, restricting blood flow and straining muscles. Your arms are often stretched above your head, which can put pressure on your shoulder joints and lead to stiffness or pain that lasts well into the day. If you find yourself waking up with neck or shoulder pain regularly, your sleep posture could be the culprit. Curling up or twisting awkwardly, curling tightly like a shrimp, or twisting your body into unnatural positions can put uneven pressure on your spine and joints. Over time, this can lead to muscle imbalances and stiffness. The ideal sleeping position is one that keeps your spine in a neutral alignment, supporting natural curves without forcing strain anywhere. Hydration and overnight stiffness. Here's something many overlook: dehydration during sleep can worsen stiffness. When your body lacks fluids, your muscles and fascia dry out and stiffen. Since you're not drinking water overnight, and if you didn't hydrate enough before bed, waking up stiff is more likely. Drinking a glass of water first thing in the morning helps rehydrate these tissues and loosen them up. The impact of being still for hours sleeping means you're basically immobile for 6–8 hours straight. Without movement, your joints settle into one position, and synovial fluid, the natural lubricant inside your joints, thickens or pools unevenly. This idling engine effect makes moving right after waking up feel tough. Why you should never ignore morning stiffness. Is morning stiffness just a harmless nuisance, or is it something more serious? If it happens occasionally, it might be just your body waking up. But if it becomes a daily struggle, it could signal underlying problems. Chronic stiffness reduces your range of motion and mobility, making simple tasks like bending down, tying your shoes, or reaching for something on a shelf difficult. Long-term stiffness also increases your risk of injuries like strains and sprains. And, if left unchecked, it could lead to degenerative joint conditions such as osteoarthritis, a common cause of chronic pain and disability in older adults. The good news: you can fight back. Here's the best part: you don't have to accept morning stiffness as your new normal. With a few strategic changes and simple routines, you can drastically reduce stiffness, improve flexibility, and feel younger and more energetic every morning. Let me walk you through a straightforward, no-equipment routine that you can do in less than 10 minutes, right beside your bed, that targets the stiffest areas and wakes your body up gently but effectively. Morning mobility routine to beat stiffness. This routine focuses on your neck, shoulders, upper back, lower back, and hips, the most common areas where stiffness builds up overnight. 1. Neck rotations, controlled articular rotations. Start by either sitting or standing tall with your shoulders relaxed. Slowly tilt your right ear toward your right shoulder, then gently roll your head forward, bringing your chin down toward your chest. Continue rolling your head to the left, and then back to center. Move smoothly and slowly to avoid any jerking motions. Repeat this 10 times in a controlled manner. This wakes up the neck muscles and gets your cervical spine fluid moving. 2. Wall angels for shoulders and upper back. Stand with your back against a wall, feet about 6 inches from the base. Press your lower back, upper back, and head firmly against the wall. Raise your arms to form a W shape, elbows bent, hands near shoulder height. Slowly slide your arms up to form a Y, then slide back down to the W. Keep your arms and hands in contact with the wall as much as possible. Repeat 10 times. This exercise counteracts the hunching posture many of us develop from sitting all day. 3. Cat-cow stretches for your spine. Get on all fours, with your hands under your shoulders and knees under your hips. Inhale deeply and arch your back, lifting your head and tailbone, cow pose. Exhale and round your back, tucking your chin toward your chest and pulling your belly up, cat pose. Flow between these two positions 10 times. This move lubricates the spine and releases tension built up overnight. 4. Glute bridges for hips and lower back. Lie on your back with knees bent, feet flat on the floor about hip width apart, and arms resting at your sides. Engage your core and press through your heels to lift your hips off the ground until your body forms a straight line from knees to shoulders. Hold briefly at the top, then lower down slowly. Repeat 10 times. Glute bridges activate your glutes, help stretch tight hip flexors, and stabilize your lower back. Lifestyle adjustments to prevent morning stiffness. If committing to a daily routine isn't your thing some mornings, no worries. There are simple lifestyle tweaks that can make a significant difference over time. Adjust your sleep position. The best way to protect your spine during sleep is to maintain its natural curves. Try sleeping on your back with a pillow under your knees. This reduces pressure on your lower back. Alternatively, sleep on your side with a pillow between your knees to keep your hips aligned. Avoid stomach sleeping entirely, as it puts unnecessary stress on your neck and spine. Stay hydrated throughout the day and evening. Drinking enough water keeps your muscles and connective tissues supple. Aim to hydrate consistently during the day, and have a small glass of water 30 minutes before bed. Adding a pinch of electrolytes can help your muscles and nerves stay balanced overnight. Incorporate gentle movement daily. Even a 10-minute walk each morning can kickstart your circulation, warm up stiff muscles, and reduce joint tightness. Movement helps maintain joint fluidity and keeps your connective tissues flexible. Maintain muscle strength. Since muscle loss is a major factor in joint instability and stiffness, staying active with strength training or resistance exercises is crucial. It doesn't require hours at the gym. Simple bodyweight exercises like squats, lunges, and push-ups a few times a week can make a big difference. When to see a professional. If stiffness is accompanied by swelling, redness, sharp pain, or lasts for more than 30 minutes each morning, it might indicate an underlying medical condition such as arthritis or an injury that needs professional evaluation. Don't hesitate to consult a healthcare provider or physical therapist if you're concerned. Waking up stiff and achy isn't just a sign of getting older, it's a message from your body asking for better care and attention. With some simple daily routines and lifestyle changes, you can reverse stiffness, restore mobility, and reclaim the mornings that feel effortless and pain-free. Remember, it's about consistency and listening to your body. Even a few minutes of gentle movement or a tweak in your sleep habits can lead to huge improvements over time. If you found this information helpful, share it with someone who might be struggling with morning stiffness too. Start today, because every day you wait is another day your body stays stuck. Would you like me to create a step-by-step guide or printable routine you can follow? Let me know.